Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of this week's Marketwatch. I believe this is episode 16. On the bounce now for 4 months, which, you know, I never thought this series would go on this long. But it's nice to see you guys still enjoying the videos, still replying in the comments, and still giving me ideas of what you want to see, especially for this series. So, apologies for this being 2 days late. The Grand Exchange was broken, and basically all it kept showing was forms of perfect jujus and potions which didn't really have anything, and it didn't even have any price rises or falls on it. So we couldn't do it. So instead we've done some other videos, and then I've just waited till it's fixed, and it's now fixed. So in terms of this week, the major update really was Thok's Smashing Buffs, which is a combat-based mini event for the next 2 weeks, which has got a lot of PVM perks and stuff like that. Now this should have a bit of an effect on the Grand Exchange, obviously because it's a PVM event. Things like combat-related skilling items, so pots, familiars, scrolls, incense sticks, should all go up, whereas because there's a permanent overload boost in a minute, I believe that super potions and overload supplies will be going down as a result. Also, I do believe that there'll be some just boss drops going down as well because of the sheer amount coming in, and no real use for people buying them. We've got a bit of a backlog at the minute with the PVM drops. Because everyone is using necromancy, there's sort of like a backlog, especially God Wars 1, Zamian armor, and they're starting to crash as a result. But yeah, let's get started with this week's price rises and falls. So starting with the rises, a fragile memento is gone up to 1500 GP. In terms of mementos, I'm keeping a nice little stock of the highest tier ones. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I think in the future there might be some updates come to the game, especially related to the talent pool. I think the talent pool is going to be expanded and stuff, so you will have to get some more souls in the future, in my opinion. And I want to get them rather cheap. And then that way, if they do come, great, I'm ready, I've got them at a discount. If they don't come, they're cheap, so I don't really lose. And with how much I put in with bones, I've still got plenty of cash left as well. The walk override, the enforcer walk override is 60 mil. That will just keep going up to whatever price I decide to settle on. I think it's out of the game now as well, so it'll go up even more. Keely related stuff for necromancy, meat pie, garden pie, apple pie, all still on the rise. Blue blubber jellyfish, again because of this push with Thok's sort of promotional event, they've gone up. Flesh runes have also gone up to 1.3k, which is nice to see. I did do a video last week about necromancy rune crafting, and it's definitely still very good profit. Manuscript of Jazz is now up to 330k. I believe the book is still over 100 mil. Asara Brew bracket 4 is 15.8k, still going very much high. Arva Brews, and again with this Thok event, that just gave it an even more of a push than normal as well. More mementos. A spirit memento is now 20k. A piece of Death Warden. Death Warden will just be like dotted throughout here because it's still trying to find out its price and level out. Elder Frame 125k. Compared to what I price checked it a couple weeks ago, that has still got quite a way to go. And especially if we're going to get a possible bonus XP weekend by the end of the year, which I do think we will get, that will skyrocket even more because the XP doing that for construction is just so good. Infernus Pyroclast is 1.3k, and a couple weeks ago I said it was cheap and it wasn't selling for 3k on the Grand Exchange. Sorry, it wasn't buying for 3k on the Grand Exchange, so people couldn't get it for the price I was saying it was. I did price check one of these the other day and they are back to where they are GE price wise, maybe a little bit above mid. But the price of Ultra Compost has gone to something like 7k, so that for your daily or 2 daily sort of moneymaker is still very much there. Still keep doing the Ultra Compost, very much worthwhile. Molten Glass has gone up, which is nice if you're doing the Super Glass make, very good profit there. Blood of Orcus, if you want to hunt down caches, 14k, not too bad. Scripture Jazz, now G price just under 70 mil, still a long way to go there. Silver bars over a k, emeralds are on the way up. Clean Tourstoles, 6.3k, which is not bad for Tourstoles. And Vibrant Energy at 500 GP as well. Super Restores rising for a bracket 3 is 3.6k, which I think for a Super Restore is actually a pretty good price. Yeah, it's the highest they've been in 6 months, which is nice to see. Anything to do like that where it pushes the skilling side, all for it. Cadmium Red is up 8.5k, but for a colour that's like your standard price. Miasma Rune is similar to Flesh, 2.3k, which is good because that's the one you can only craft one of. Steel Bar at 2k. Maybe a little bit of money there, and soft clay at 1.8k, very good price. So doing the soft clay mining like the mining video I put up the other day, very much worthwhile. Bomb Vial 3.2k, very good crafting method, very AFK crafting method as well. So if you were to make them from molten glass, very decent. Some more Death Warden, Spirit Runes, 254k, which is nice. So when you're rune crafting, you're going to be basically turning that into 2.5k if you're 99 rune crafting. Super Energy, which every now and then you get a herbal potion, which kind of goes under the radar a little bit. And Super Energies went very high on the last bonus XP weekend. And they're just hitting a point now where they're just starting to jump up again. Now this could be down to the Maya Mushroom, because Avantos is generally quite cheap. So collecting them might be very good profit. A couple of weeks ago, there was 67 mil per hour just collecting the mushrooms. But again, it might be something to look into, because that would be very decent. Also, making super energies as well could be very decent profit, because the secondary you're going to save is the mushroom. So if you've got the Dungeoneering scroll, definitely look at super energies as a way there. Bonds, for some reason, have jumped to 10 mil. Whether that's in hype or preparation for the yearly package or anything like that. But yeah, just a random 10 mil jump from bonds. Definitely one for us to keep out for in future, because I don't know why that's happened. Grapevine Seed, 1.5k. You still make so much profit from these. Please do your God Grapes, because they're just easy money. Sorrow Brew for a free dose is just under 10k. Very expensive, but the demand is there from PVM in a minute, so they will just keep going up. Yew in Willow Frames now well, not so much settling. The Willow Frame should be settling about 44k. Yew Frame still probably got another 15k on top of that. Very slow rising for whatever reason. Frost Dragon Bones, 26k there on the rebound from Necromancy, because we talked about it in a couple episodes ago. They got to a point where they were too cheap in relation to their prayer XP. So that's why they have bounced since. Sorrow Brew Flask, 48k. I still think over the week that will go up. Hellfire Metal, 15.2. That will follow Blood of Orcus. They'll just bounce up and down. Green Santa Hats, 400 mil. Grimy Snaps and Toadflax, decent for herb farms. If you're pretty much over 38 farming, Toadflax all the way. It's such good profit. And if you've got some super growth potions as well, could be a decent time to cash out now. Or possibly hold off to a bonus XP weekend. Vorn Bombs, PVM event, they're going to go up, 28k there. Bandos Boots, 200k. Death Guards will be dotted around again. It's whatever tier it's for. Mystic Hats, same with some boots earlier on, was just due to their use of Necromancy. So yeah, there's definitely a whiff of PVM supplies. There's a couple Necromancy stuff like bouncing up here, but there's still, in my opinion, some bonus XP weekend stuff here. Whether people are prepping, whether people are buying, there's just a couple of skilling supplies dotted throughout this way, starting to look, thinking maybe it is nearly the time. The fact that uncuts are rising, so uncut rubies are there, uncut emeralds, and I think I saw sapphires as well. You don't see crafting supplies go up often. Even green dragonhide there. It's just a bit, I don't know, it's just a bit weird. There you go, uncut emerald and sapphires as well. So make of it what you will. I'm always stocked up for a bonus XP weekend anyway, so if one does come, I'll be prepared. So price falls. Greater Necroplasm, 428. I think that's pretty much bottomed out as much as it will do. Hedge Teleport, again, this will be a promo event where no one really wants it, so just absolutely crash. Ashes, it was a good run, 1.4k, finally sort of seeing the end and tailing off. Subjugation, a couple things really. People have used it to get what form of armors they want, but also people have camped Zami to death for the past 4 or 5 months, and I think now supply's overtaken demand, so that's starting to go down. White berries might be one to keep an eye on at 3.6k. They could definitely have room to go up. Armadillo, similar to Subjugation, on its way down, 5.7 mil for a chain skirt. That is the lowest it's been for a while. And it's a shame really, like God Wars 1 should have been a cash-in. I should have done God Wars 1 earlier, but to be fair, I still made about 400 mil from armor, so I can't really moan. Incomplete Hydrix has gone down because of the Reaper event, more Reaper points, more Hydrix coming in. So if you don't have a Hydrix set, very good time to look at buying one. Armadillo helmet, gloves and boots, very much going down if you need Armadillo components. These are getting to the point now where the armors are quite cheap to do it with. Powder Burials, 252k. Ripper Demons, these might go up now because obviously it's a PVM event, but 125k there, still very good profit. That's the big thing, is that even though these ancient summoning families have gone down, there's still really good profit. Astro Runes, nearly a K. Fungal Hurricane, again, that's something which just didn't stick in terms of a cosmetic. Armadillo Buckler on its way down. Ripper Demon Scroll, the inks for necromancy rituals. Syrian Ashes on its way down, so that's a big mover. Obviously they're linked to aggression potions. they've took quite a heavy nosedive, really. I mean, in the peak of necromancy training, 92k, now we're 67, so big dip. Blood necklace shard, 11.4 mil. If you do not own one of these, definitely buy one because it's a great use and very good. I bought one for the first time and I couldn't believe how useful it was when training necromancy. The Cranium bar is very cheap by the look of it. Yeah, I mean, that's the lowest it's been in a long time. So maybe that could be something to buy over the time and just sit on and hold just in case a bonus XP weekend does come. Ritual candle under 1k. It's sad to see because that was actually a really good method for a while. Virtus crashing. Greater concentrated blast has gone down. Bandos chestplate, cloak of seasons. A lot of things going down. Willow logs 981. Good pickup there if you're going to turn them into planks and then turn them into frames. And then here some mid-tier sort of weapons. Armadillo crossbow 7 mil. Berserker ring. If you've not got your Reaver's ring yet, maybe look at. I'd probably hold off another week or two because it did dip to this and then it bounced again. But on its way down, for me, when it's 10 mil, that's when I'm going to buy my Reaver's ring. Archer's ring as well, just under 8 mil. It's pretty much a little bit of a crash. Glaives and the wands from God Wars 2 as well going down. So now is a bit of a good time if you've got any perks related to like PVM equipment or PVM armors. So any precise components or anything to do with like the Hellware stuff or the shadow components as well. Now could be a good time to pick them up because they are very cheap. In terms of available trades, nothing too major. Just a bit of shift in price of rares, but you can start seeing now like the high tier PVM stuff. Fractured Staff of Armor's gone down, Eldritch is going down, Praisel's going down. The Praisal Codex has gone down massive, that's lost about 200 mil. The Lengs are going down, I ignore the Necromancy stuff. But yeah, it's, I don't know, it's a bit of a weird time in a minute, weird time. Necromancy really has had an impact on the economy, but maybe not what Jagex was hoping or thinking anyway. So in terms of the most valuable trades, that's that done. Most often traded. We've gone back to normal now with Chronotes, Feathers, Spirit Shards. Pure Essence. The Necromancy items are a bit more down. Again, I think that's more linked to demand. Supply is very much overtaking demand apart from a couple of the runes where the price has gone up. But yeah, nothing really too out of character here. Let's have a quick Dragonbone price check. 1.8k. Wow. If you do not have the ability to use curses, whether that's Soul Split in 92 or the Terminal Prayers in 95, now is a very good time to buy them. I still need to do 120 prayer and possibly 200 mil prayer. Whether I do it with Dragon Bones is another story, but I think that could be I don't know, a better time to pick them up, really. So that might be something for the main account anyway. But that is it. That is episode 16 of Marketwatch. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Sorry for the delay, but Jagex were a little bit slower than what I thought they would with sorting out the Grand Exchange. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please make sure to like, please make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.